somebody to blame. I believe that change begins with taking full responsibility for your life. There are many instances in my life where externally I could try to point the blame and say, oh, this is the reason, and this person is the reason, and that is the reason. But as a person that is mature, I never look outside of myself when things are going wrong. I always look inside. I always take personal responsibility and accountability for my life. And I ask myself the hard questions. Where did you drop the ball? Where did you miss it? What's the missing link? What did you not do? What are the blind spots that you're missing in this situation? And this is the part that so many people don't want to do. And when you begin to talk to most people about accountability and responsibility, there's such a pushback on that topic. And, it's like, well, you asked me for wisdom, you asked me for input into your situation. And the minute I began to challenge your paradigm and your belief system around this, you become very hostile. So, do you really want to hear the truth about this situation, or were you looking for somebody to stroke your ego and to make you feel better? And at the end of the day, I mean, people can stroke our ego, but stroking your ego is not going to change your circumstance or your situation. After you finish feeling good or sorry for yourself, there's still going to be a situation that you're going to have to deal with. And are you ready to deal with it? Can you handle the truth? Are you willing to own the truth of that situation so that you can get from where you are to where you want to be? And I feel like in my life, this is probably one of the reasons, not the only reason, that my relationship constellation is very small and very concentrated, because a lot of people have attempted to enter my space over the years, and the moment that they get challenged in an area, it becomes very apparent that we're not in the same relationship constellation or orbit, because there's so much resistance. And the people that are closest to me know that we're people that are going to take responsibility for our lives. We're the group of people that believe if it's going to be, it's up to me. And we're a group of people that believe that iron sharpens iron. Where I'm weak, this person is strong. And that we believe that in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. When you stack your life with people and advisors and mentors and individuals that are wise and have experience, and that you have submitted yourself to and given them the right to speak into your life and to bring correction to your life, it's a very good safety mechanism to have in place. I always tell people we're never above being corrected, and we're never above learning and growing. So I'm always learning and growing, and I don't always get it right, but there are great people in my life that love me enough to tell me the truth, and I have to course correct and make adjustments in my life so that I can make sure that I'm staying on track with where I should be. And you need that in your life as well. You cannot be your only sounding board, and you cannot be the judge and jury, because you are seeing through a tainted glass and a tainted lens, and you need those diverse perspectives about different situations to help you make the best decision and to get the best outcomes in your life. And I feel like that's the thing that's missing from so many people. A lot of us say we want accountability, but what we really want is yes people. And if you fill your life with yes people, you're always going to get a no when it comes to the doors of your destiny and opportunity, because you're going to always have people that are lying to you and not telling you the truth and hindering you from becoming the person you were born to be. I can't stay there. So, um, what you have to understand is that what you cannot own, you will never overcome. So a lot of people are like, oh, Jamel, I feel so stuck in my life. And the reason they feel stuck is because there are things that they refuse to own, and it is hindering them from overcoming in their lives. And, everybody that knows me knows I'm the type of person. I have a no holds bar, no nonsense approach to life and everything. So I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit with you for 5 hours and rub your shoulder and woe is me and oh, let's just cry it out. I'm not that type of person. First of all, I don't have hours to do that. And secondly, I know that that's not going to get you anywhere anyway. I'm more the type of person, hey, you need to own this. And as you own this and take responsibility for this, now you're empowered to reframe the narrative of your life. And see, that approach, depending on the maturity of the individual that you're speaking with, is going to rub some people the wrong way, because it's like, how dare you interrupt my pity party with myself? Well, I know from personal experience, having a pity party with myself is not going to change anything. All it does is limit my potential and block me from the possibilities of what my life can be. And so, why waste the time when you can really begin to make the effort and the motion to move you toward the life that you were born to live? If you don't like where you are, then you always have the power to make a different choice and alter the course of your life. I think that's the beauty of life. As long as you have breath in your body, as long as you have blood flowing through your veins, you have the ability to make a different choice and to alter the course of your life. And so I listen to so many people, and they tell me about a circumstance or situation in their life, and they're like, oh, my life is over. And I laugh because I'm like, they're being very dramatic. You're still alive, you're still breathing, you have the functioning of your limbs, your mind is intact. You have the ability to make a change. If you don't like it, change it. And you can course correct your life, you can move in a different direction, you're never stuck. And I think that's the beautiful thing about life. And doesn't matter what circumstance you come from, or whether you're from the first world or the second world or the third world. I'm telling you, my life, my work, my books, this message has reached people in what some would consider the most impoverished nations in the world. And I've seen them prosper and thrive and succeed in what some of us would call impossible situations. So I don't think it has anything to do with your circumstances or even the situations in your life. I think it has everything to do with your belief system, your determination, and your ability to take the hand that life has dealt you and to create and to choreograph a narrative of victory for yourself. I can't stay there. Unfortunately, many people don't like where they are in their lives, and they are unwilling to do anything to change it. Most people, let me tell you, there are so many people that will say, oh, Jamel, I need to talk to you. And you already know how I feel about the picking the brain thing. I don't like it. But every now and then, and this was years ago, I don't do it much now because I just don't have the time. I would make a little room in my calendar for certain people, and I would just talk to them. And I got so annoyed so quickly, because I'm like, this is the biggest waste of time on the planet, because we went from one sob story to another sob story to another sob story to a full out pity party. And I'm like, is it my turn to talk yet? And they said, no, I didn't tell you about it. And it's like, okay, let me end this. What we're not going to do is we're not going to have a 2 hour 45-minute, 50-minute pity party. We are going to be people that are result oriented, and we're going to prescribe some type of solution for this situation. Because what I learned is that a lot of people want to commiserate over misery, but they don't want to change the moments of their lives. Let me say it again. A lot of people want to commiserate or to be complicit in a miserable circumstance, but they don't want to change the moments of their life. I mean, okay, we can feel sorry for ourselves, but what is that going to do to move your life forward? And I've realized a lot of people just want to be a dumping ground, but they don't want to develop. They don't want to do anything to improve the conditions and the circumstances of their life. And if you have followed my life and work, you know that I'm a highly respected thought leader, and that my life and work has impacted people all over the world. Many people marvel at my wisdom, but they are uninterested in the war that I had to win in my life. Everybody just wants a success key. When I do press or do magazine features or do different things, I noticed that a lot of people are very interested in the success hack and the success key and the success